In a forgotten kingdom wrapped in mist and silence, there lived a princess named Salika, feared, whispered about, and never truly seen. Not because she hid, but because no one dared to look at her for long. Her hair was not hair, it was leaves. Soft emerald leaves grew like branches from her head, rustling even when the air stood still. In spring, they shimmered with life. In autumn, they turned golden. In winter, they faded pale, almost lifeless. But her curse was far worse. Every prince who came to confess love to her turned to stone. Not slowly, not painfully. The moment they spoke love without truth, when their hearts carried ambition instead of feeling the curse awakened. Their bodies froze, and they became lifeless statues scattered across her garden. Hundreds of them. Her garden was not a place of beauty. It was a graveyard of lies. Soon, no one came anymore. The kingdom grew silent around her. People believed she was cursed beyond saving. A princess meant to live alone forever. And Salika stopped believing in love. Once, she had waited at the palace gates, her leafy hair trembling with hope whenever a prince arrived. She used to smile. She used to believe, until she realized they never came for her. So she stopped waiting. Years passed in silence, until one evening, a stranger entered the kingdom. His name was Anaz.
He wore no crown, no armor, just simple clothes and calm eyes. He didn't rush to the palace. He walked through the town, helping people, listening, living like he belonged nowhere and everywhere at once. When someone warned him about Salika, he only asked, did they truly love her? No one answered. That night, he walked to the palace. Salika stood in her garden when she heard him. You shouldn't be here, she said. If you came to confess, leave. Anaz looked at the statues. They all lied? Yes. Then he looked at her, not at her leaves, not at her curse, but at her. If you're here for the throne, she said, you can still leave. I didn't come for your throne, he replied. Then why? I heard about a girl surrounded by stone, because no one was honest with her. Her breath faltered. And you? He asked. Do you still believe in love? She looked away. A part of me does, but it doesn't matter. Why? Because it will never be real. Anaz said nothing. Instead, he stayed. Days passed. He didn't confess. He didn't try to impress her. He simply stayed talking, walking, listening, treating her like she was not cursed, like she was just Salika. Slowly, she changed. She smiled again, even laughed soft, fragile, but real. The garden didn't feel so cold anymore. One evening she asked, why haven't you confessed? Because love isn't proven with words, he said. Then what is it?
It's something you live, until the other person feels it without hearing it. Her heart trembled, but fear remained. What if you're wrong? She whispered. What if you turn to stone? Anaz stepped closer. Then I'll accept it. But I won't lie. He stopped in front of her, close enough to hear her heartbeat. I love you, Salika. Silence. The wind stopped. Her leaves froze. She waited for him to turn to stone. But he didn't. Anaz stood there, alive. Her eyes filled with tears as she touched his face. You didn't. Because I didn't lie. At that moment, her leaves began to glow. Not fading, changing. One by one, they transformed into soft strands of golden hair, flowing down her shoulders. Her curse was breaking. Salika fell into his arms, crying. I thought I was unlovable. Anaz held her gently. You were just waiting for something real. And for the first time in her life, Salika was finally loved.